It's not over. It's a life or death decision at this point now for jurors. Were Jody's actions cruel enough to warrant the death penalty? Dr. Drew, HLN legal correspondent Gene Casares in Phoenix, Vinnie Politan, death penalty qualified attorney Ashleigh Merchant, all with us right now as we talk about this. So let's say that the jury comes back and says, yes, it's cruelty, but we vote for life without parole. We don't vote for the death penalty. We go for life without parole. Ashleigh, can the judge change that? I mean, does the judge have the power to modify that and say, you know what, I think she should have parole in 25 years?
The judge has the ability to go down, but not up. The judge can't impose the death penalty if the jury doesn't recommend the death penalty and doesn't find an aggravating circumstance. But the judge does have the ability to go down, so the judge could say, well, I'm going to give her parole.
All righty. Ashleigh, I wanted to ask you, too, you know, Jody's comments or actions, how do they affect the jury? And, you know, if the jury knows she's on suicide watch, does that make a difference?
You know, the defense could use that and could say, oh, she's fragile, she's on suicide watch, you know, sort of build that into their defense and use mitigation to say that she's got some mental illness and she's a fragile person. So they could use that to their benefit. I don't think she's trying to manipulate the system. I think that she wants to be a martyr at this point. I think she wants to get the death penalty.
Well, you know, we talk about Travis Alexander's family and what they're going through. We have to remember Jody's family, too. I mean, they're going through their own hell right now as well. I wanted to ask you, Ashleigh, because if nobody does, if somebody in her family does not get up and speak for her, what are the options at that point to save her life? What needs to be said? What needs to happen?
Someone needs to humanize her. Someone needs to make the jury put in their heads that this is someone's daughter, this is someone's sister, this is someone's friend, niece, cousin. You need to be able to personalize her, because otherwise they only picture what she did on that one day, and they need to take that away, and they need to be able to show that she had a whole life and she is a person and that she does have other reasons that she's worth living for.
Yes, and
justice was served.
She's lost so much credibility. You know, most people would say, even they would assume with the jury, based on the verdict they came back with, Ashleigh, will she have a chance to address this jury again before all is said and done?
If she wants to, she'll have a chance. But, you know, when I see that video, I think, as a mother, what her mother must be going through.
I know.
You know, I mean, it just breaks my heart for her mother, because her mother didn't commit a crime. And, you know, as much as we dislike Jodi Arias, my heart just breaks for her mom.
Yeah, her whole family. That's what, you know, that's why we were saying we have to remember there are two families here. Okay, now, that's deep. Yeah. Our jurors are smart enough to see that, though. That's not their job. They're not killing anybody.
That's not their job, but it's really Juan Martinez's job to point that out to them.
Right. And
knowing him, he will.
He will.
Right?
I don't think he'll miss that.
No.
Ashleigh, I wanted to ask you, we were having this conversation about Jodi making money and the Alexanders being able to make money from her. If she's in prison on death row, anything she earns can go to them, even her prison fund?
Well, when you're in prison, the way you buy things is through commissary. People can put money on your books, and that's how you buy TVs. That's how you buy any snacks you want. If you want to supplement your diet or have potato chips or whatever it is that you want, if you want stamps, you have to do it through your prison account. And so they would have the ability, if they got a civil judgment, to actually have a lien against her prison account, which would basically cut off her source of buying anything outside of the normal prison life that's handed to her.
Okay. Thank you all for sticking with us, because we know that it's a long time for you too, but it's passionate, no doubt about it. We'll see you in just a little bit. Stay close for more Jodi Arias.